Hi again. A lot of times I get questions about how I decide what to feed my horses, and so I thought I would do a little video on how math comes in handy even when we're talking about feeding animals. Today I have two assistants. I have Jacob, wave Jacob, and I have Rue. Rue is an American quarter horse and she's gray, and she is a mare, which means she's a girl. And we're going to talk about how much Rue gets to eat every day. So before I started, I actually weighed Rue, and no, I don't have to use a bathroom scale. It would be really hard to get her in the bathroom. I use a tool called a weight tape. These are very easily found anywhere, and it goes around the middle of the horse, and we can find out how much she weighs. And this tape says she weighs about 1150, or yeah, 1150. I'm shocked. She's bigger than I thought she was. These tapes are accurate for about 50 pounds, give or take. So now I know how much she weighs, and I have to decide how much to feed her. And it's really important that we feed them by weight and not by volume. And so that means that I have to weigh what I feed her. This is what I measure her feed with. This is called a scoop. And then the grain that she eats is a pellet, and this is the concentrate that she eats. I weighed it, and this is 3 pounds worth of concentrate. Rue gets 3 pounds in the morning and 3 pounds in the evening for a total of 6 pounds a day, and that is about 0.5% of her body weight, and that is following the feed labels. Now, in addition to the concentrate, she also has to eat forage, because remember we talked about that horses are herbivores. They only eat plants. What she's doing right now is she's grazing, right? She's eating grass. Well, she may not have enough grass available in her pen, so I have to give her hay, and hay is dried grass. And this is what hay looks like. And a horse is supposed to have about 1 to 2% of their body weight every day in forage or in hay. So I weighed this, and for her breakfast portion, it's 7 pounds, and her dinner portion is another 7 pounds. So she eats about 14 pounds of hay in addition to any grass that she gets during the day. Now, we had talked about in the last video that horses have really big teeth, and they have those teeth to help them eat plants. A horse is going to have anywhere from 36 to 42 teeth when they get to be an adult, and that is all dependent on if it's a girl or a boy and if they grew some extra teeth. And she has to go to the dentist every year to have her teeth worked on to make sure that she can chew grass properly and her grain. So horses have worked with humans for about 10,000 years, and that's how we've developed the way that we feed them. And it's important that we make sure that they have a complete diet. And we can do that by reading our feed labels, by weighing what we feed them, and making sure that they have nice, clean water. Do you remember in the last video I talked about how much water a horse needs? This is a 5-gallon bucket. And a horse over here in East Texas, where it's really warm and humid, can drink up to about 5 or 6 of these a day. So we need to make sure that their water is nice and clean and cool for them to get clean water. And the feed that I feed includes all the vitamins and minerals that she needs to stay healthy and happy, and that's how we determine how we feed horses.